You told me a story once about you met up with somebody that you knew from home, when you were over there.
Well, did you meet Jim Harrison out at the?
Yeah, I think I did.
Well, me and him was together twice, I believe it was. One of the first time I know it was in Oran, Africa. And town seemed to me like at the Red Cross or something. And we happened to meet in there. And then the next time might have been in Italy, I'm not sure. And then there in Oran, Africa, I met a boy that lived over there on, you know what they call a blue sulfur farm, don't you? Over on 554, through there where the belt line comes across the road.
Yeah.
That farm there, that was called the Blue Sulfur Farm. His daddy lived on that farm, and I knew them. Went to school with him. They called the boy Whitey Malone was his name. And then I saw him that one time. And then I saw a Scot. No, not a Scot. Was he some Jacobs that lived in Cheshire?
I don't know, Grandpa.
You remember, Grace?
No, honey, I don't.
I believe it was a Jacob. Anyhow, I met a guy from Cheshire. And all I could ever, no matter what I'd say to him, he'd say something about Bill Scott. You knew Bill Scott, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just didn't make no sense to me. I don't know if I think he's about half gone. And them three guys.
Who was the man that I remember you going to visit up in Pomeroy that you were in the service with? Didn't you go to visit somebody up in Pomeroy or Middleport or somewhere up there? When I was little, and you said you were in the service with him.
I don't know. I went to Toledo.
I didn't go to Toledo.
That's where I met. You've heard me talk about Mike Sluice.
Yeah.
Now me and him was in the service together. When we went over and stayed together, 16 months I think it was, I was in Africa.
Yeah.
And 17 in Italy, I believe is the way it was. And I went to see him after I got out of service, but we lived out on the ridge. He come and seen me first. Not too long after I was out of service. Why, he come out there and seen us. Stayed all night with us there by the little cemetery. And then later on, I went to Toledo and seen him, and I bought a 35 model Ford sedan while I was up there and drove it home.
Oh yeah, it's all right.
Boy, it was a dandy. It looked like new, and the V8, well, it bailed her down the road.